Hey guys, Saki here from SAKITECH, and in today's video I want to talk about the Note 9 versus the iPhone XS Max and why the iPhone gets boring fast. So I am going to concentrate on software functions, customization, and overall software interface of these smartphones. By doing so, I will show you why the iPhone's simplistic interface gets boring fast for someone like me and many others. Also, if you are in the market to buy one of these phones, watching this video will give you a better understanding of both smartphones and the software interface. So let's dive in and get started. Alright, so here's the home screen on both of the smartphones. So this is basically what you get to see when you buy one of these phones. So with the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 and Android devices in general, you get to have a wallpaper in the back on your device. And if you choose, the way I like it is, I like to have that entire picture staring at me. I like to enjoy a beautiful, gorgeous wallpaper the moment I unlock my smartphone. So here's my phone locked. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna unlock it. And the moment I unlock the phone, I am welcomed into my phone with this gorgeous custom wallpaper. Okay, now on the iPhone, yes, you can go to the settings and you can change the wallpaper, no problem. From here, you can choose a new wallpaper. But no matter which wallpaper you guys choose, you're going to end up having a bunch of apps on top of the actual wallpaper. So you're never going to be able to enjoy a wallpaper in this styling here, okay? And of course, if you want to, you can put apps on this screen anywhere you want. So you can grab apps, you can put them anywhere you want. That's not a big deal. I just like to have it nice and clean. And then if I want to actually add applications onto my main home screen, what I can do is I can pinch the screen. I can add a new home screen just like that. Now I have two of these guys, and this one I can start to populate with apps. So I can go to the app drawer by swiping up, and I can grab a bunch of apps. I can say select items just like that, just as an example. Group this together, drag, boom, and they're on the home screen. Now they're on the home screen on a secondary window. And of course I can also organize these, make it nice and clean, so I can just have them drop all the way down to the bottom. So this is going to be my main screen that I want to take a look at all times. And I can swipe over and then I can look at all the other apps that I want to use. And if not, I can always go back up here and I can search for any app. Now that's something you can do with the iPhone as well. So if you're looking for an app right away, you can just swipe down anywhere on the screen and you can search for the app right away. But otherwise, this is all you can do with the home screens. The home screens are just a bunch of static grid of app icons that you simply can move around, but you cannot make them disappear and make it look as gorgeous as this. Now, one more thing I like about the Galaxy Note 9 as far as usability is concerned is the way you can access the notifications panel. So with the iPhone, if you want to access the notifications, you have to swipe from the top to the bottom, okay? And if you do want to actually access the control center, you have to swipe from here, okay? So that's the control center. You have to swipe from the right side, swipe down from the right side. And if you want to access the actual today's screen with the notifications, you can swipe from here, you can swipe from here, okay? But the control center is at the corner over here. So that's great. But the problem is the iPhone XS Max is such a large phone, it seems a little bit impractical for me to go all the way to the top, especially if I'm holding the phone with one hand, to try to swipe down from here. Now on the Galaxy Note 9, what you can do is you can swipe anywhere on the screen and it comes right down. Okay, so I can swipe right here, it's down. I don't have to go all the way to the top to bring down the notifications panel. And of course the control center for the Note 9 and Android smartphones is always on the top over here, so you can pull it down one more time and that reveals the quick toggles that you can use to turn on and off things. Over here, you can do the same thing with the control center that you pull from the right top. And of course, another great thing with Android smartphones is you can add widgets to the screen. So here is a beautiful wallpaper. Let's say that I want to see the clock in the middle here somewhere. I just pinch the screen, go to the widgets, clock. If I tap this, I have these options. So I can grab this guy and I can dump it right here. I can actually take this off, I can remove that. So now I actually have a clock on the screen and I have a beautiful wallpaper. And again, with the iPhone, just a static grid of app icons. Now the iPhone does have access to widgets, but it's on a side screen. If you swipe to the right, you do get access to a bunch of widgets. Okay, so I got the stocks widget, calendar widget, the news widget, and all that stuff. They're not customizable, they look all almost the same. you can click on edit here, and what you can do is from here you can add or remove widgets. But all your widgets are going to be on this side screen, so you cannot have them on an actual screen. It's going to be on the side here. Okay, so you got the widgets, you got the today's screen with notifications, and you got the control center. With the Note 9, you can put the widgets anywhere you want on the screen. You can swipe down to access today's screen, and you can swipe down one more time to access your control center. Additionally, you can do much more customization on the home screen than the iPhone. So you can make the phone yours. So if I pinch over here, what I can do is I can go to the themes, and at the themes, I can download wallpapers, or I can download actual themes, or I can download icon packs so I can customize these icons here. Scroll down, go to my themes. I can basically tap on this guy, click apply, and it's going to apply that entire theme across the board on my smartphone. Now, as you can see, as I'm using the Note 9, there's no lag, okay? So a lot of people are saying that the Note 9 and the Samsung phones are laggy. They're not laggy. So this is the theme that has been added to my phone right now, and I can use this. As you can see, across the board, everything has changed. The wallpaper, the icons, the background colors, and everything. Okay, so that's one option you have with the Samsung phones. For now, let me just go back to the regular theme here. Click apply. One thing on the iPhone that I like, let me just click apply. On the lock screen is the live wallpapers. If I go to the settings, if I go to live, I have a bunch of live wallpapers. Now, how do these live wallpapers work? So if I go to the lock screen, I can press on the paper, I can do a 3D touch, a hard press, and it actually gives me an animation. Okay, so that's one thing on the iPhone that I do enjoy. They're always nice and clean. However, again, on the Note 9, you can do much more. So let me pinch the screen. Let me go to wallpapers for a minute. Let's go to view all. And you'll notice that some of these wallpapers have the word video at the bottom. So I can set a video wallpaper on my actual lock screen. So let's pick this one here, for example. That's just a preview of the wallpaper, the way it's going to look like on the actual lock screen. Let's look at this one over here, another option. Or let's take a look at this one. Let's just set this one just to show you how it looks like. So set as a wallpaper. Now this is only going to be applying to the lock screen. They're exclusive to the lock screen, so there we go. Okay, now I have a live video wallpaper on the actual lock screen. So when it comes to customization, the iPhone simply cannot compete with the Note 9. Now, some people care about these things and some people simply don't care about these things. If you are somebody that is actually in the market to make a decision between the two, I just want to show you guys the interface of both of these smartphones. Now, why is it that iPhone only has apps and nothing else? Because iPhone is based around an app ecosystem, and that ecosystem is pretty amazing. Basically, the gaming experience that you're going to receive from the iPhone is going to be second to none. So yes, the Note 9 is a powerful smartphone. It can play a lot of high-intensity graphic games without any problems, but it's simply not going to be as smooth as on the iPhone. If you buy, download, and play games on the actual iPhone, it's going to be more fun, okay? Just want to tell you that really quickly. You do get a lot of customization over here, but you do get a better gaming experience because the iPhone is more of an app-driven smartphone. It is a locked system, but inside that locked system, you do get access to some nice games. Now let's go to the settings really quickly. By the way, both phones are at 50% brightness. Actually, the iPhone is a little bit more here, so let's bring it down. So at 50% brightness, you can see that. You can tell me in the comments which one you think looks brighter, but these are the main settings over here. That's the Note 9, that's the iPhone. So it looks like the Note 9 is a little bit brighter, but they're still both very high quality. Now, one thing I'm gonna show you guys is if I go to the device maintenance, and if I go to battery, I do like the actual interface, the new interface on iPhone a little bit better. I like this graph here that shows you what's been happening the last 24 hours, or if I tap this, the last 10 days. So look at that. It's a nice graph. It shows you your screen on time, your screen off time, and also shows you battery usage by app. So it's a nice breakdown. Then over here, you've got the Note 9. It's almost similar. I can tap on battery usage and then I get the same kind of information here. And if you do go back over here, you do have power savings modes that are also customizable. So I can actually tap on the mid power. I can apply this. It's going to increase my battery life by making these modifications over here. With the iPhone, you do have a low power mode. You just enable that and it actually gives you longer battery life if you are in a pinch. With the Note 9, you have a little bit more extra options. You have the maximum power savings mode. You've got the medium power savings mode. But again, if you tap on maximum and click apply, the phone actually transforms into a black and white phone with minimum usage. Okay, so just give it a couple minutes here and you'll see that it's going to transform into a standard phone and you cannot watch movies or watch video. And this is only if you're in a pinch. If you have a couple percent of battery life left, you could actually switch over to this mode, and that's going to give you, for example, right now it's going to give you 7 days of battery life. You can always turn this off, of course. Let's click done, turn off, and then you're going to go back into the colorful world. Okay, so we're back in business. So that was the battery, but here's the settings again. You got a bunch of settings in the Samsung phone. You got a bunch of settings in the iPhone here, but you do have more features with the Samsung phone than with the iPhone, even when it comes to the settings. For example, you have things like advanced features, and when you dive in, you have all these beautiful options, all right? With the iPhone, again, it's more of a simplified interface. Now, that's why for somebody like me who's a power user, the iPhone gets boring after a while. So basically, I've had the iPhone for 4 or 5 days now, and I've been using it as my daily driver. And there really is not much going on other than launching apps. I just launch apps, look at the app, go back home. Sometimes I go over here, I go to the home control center, and I turn on and off my lights. Which brings me to one more thing. I do like this control center a little bit better, only because of this home control option. So if I tap on the home control, I can control all the lights in my house right from here. With this one, I would have to go to the actual application of the manufacturer, or I would have to talk to Google Now, to the Google Assistant. With this one, I can talk to Siri, or I can just go here and just turn on and off lights just like this, okay, which is very convenient. By the way, the control center, the control center here is customizable. So if I do go to the settings, and if I go to control center, I can tap on customize controls, and I can actually remove controls from here. All right, so I can add controls such as these guys, and I can remove these guys. And with this one over here, again with the control center, yes, this is also customizable. I can tap on this one, I can tap on button order, and I can take things off or actually change their positioning. And I can also change the positioning over here. So anything that's more important, I can bring it to the top, and when I pull this down, that thing is going to be at the top here. Same here. If something is more important, I can bring it over here. Boom. Now that thing is going to actually reside on the top. Okay, so those are the control centers. I do like the control center on the iPhone a little bit better because it gives you the 3D touch function, or just press hard and go right inside, and it expands these options so you can actually play with them a little bit. Now you do have expansion options here as well. If I tap on the text, it expands that also, okay? I just like the way it looks here a little bit better, but mostly I like that home control button that's available on the iPhone but not on the Android smartphones. But I can actually tap on these texts to go into more details just like this. So I can go to more details, expansion, okay? So that's the control center. And with the notifications, if I pull this down, so I have a bunch of notifications right over here. I can, for example, tap on this to expand all these notifications, and I can deal with individual notifications just like this. I can clear one notification, or I can also clear them as a group. Clear all, so the whole group is gone. Over here with the notifications, let's take a look at this over here. So I can pull, let's say this is the email notifications. They're all grouped together. I can expand it just like this. If I want to look at an individual email, I can actually tap on that arrow. It gives me a preview of the email right over here. So those are the notifications controls. And again, I can swipe over to get some settings, okay? You can do the same thing here. If I go over here, let me show less. I can swipe over, I can tap on manage. That gives me a bunch of options as well. But again, you do have more options and control over here. So that's just the overall interface and the user experience. Other things that I like on the Note 9 is some software features. So you have the edge panels, and I don't know about you guys, but I use them all the time. It gives you weather widgets on the side. It gives you the calculator, quick shortcut to apps, other features you can use. You can just you can go to the settings. These are the edge panels. You can add or remove more if you want. You can go to the store. You can buy even more. You can go to the download and even buy more panels and just keep adding it to this area right here. As you can see, I have a compass, tally counter, a flashlight, a surface level, a ruler. All these things actually enrich your experience if you are a power user. If you're looking for simplicity, if you're looking for an app-driven system, then iPhone is the way to go. But it's clear that there's no customization capabilities. Also, when it comes to software features, for example, take a look at this. I have something called the secure folder here. So secure folder, let me just go there. Secret files, okay? So I have a password here that's very simple. So I just went into secret files. This is a built-in software feature. This should be a paid application. This is something actually worth the money. So you can hide pictures, calendar entries, contacts, emails, camera photos, internet browser, bookmarks and stuff like that, notes and files inside the secret files, and nobody has access to it but you. Anytime you want to access these things, you would have to actually go to the secret folder, right, and put the special passcode. And it's not going to be the same passcode you use to unlock your phone. It's a completely separate passcode just for the secret secure folder. And of course, you can modify this as well. You can go to the settings. There's all kinds of modifications to make. Now, I'm sure you can download an application on the iPhone to do the same thing. But the problem is you can always delete an application and then everything you've secured just disappears or gets unlocked. If I go like this, the phone starts to wiggle. If there was a security application here, I can just delete that, okay? So that's not useful. The secret folders is built into the Note 9, so you can hide everything inside the Note 9. Nobody can delete that application, so all those files are always secure and hidden under your passcode. But that's basically everything I want to talk about. Otherwise, navigation is almost the same on both of these smartphones. So swipe back and forth, go inside, launch applications. If I go over here, I can launch an application. They're all fast, they're all snappy, they're all lag-free. The iPhone is a little bit more, the effects that it produces are a little bit more cleaner, but still, as far as speed and lag is concerned, both of these phones are fast and snappy. But it is clear that when it comes to customization, the Note 9 has much more to offer than the iPhone XS Max. And that's why some people gravitate toward Android smartphones and simply get bored with the iPhones. They're not bad phones, it's powerful, it's nice to hold in the hand, it's a premium feel. It does work with other Apple products flawlessly, but look at how boring it is. This is all you see. You unlock the phone. Okay, let me go inside, and that's what you see. Okay, with this one, you can see this. Or if you go to the lock screen, you can see a live wallpaper. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. But that's basically what I wanted to talk about in this video, just to give you a software overview interface of both of these smartphones if you're in the market to try to decide between the two. So if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, just drop them down below and let me know how you feel. Let me know what you prefer. Do you care about customization, or do you care about something that's simple and easy to use? Just let me know down below. Guys, have a fantastic day and make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH for more videos to come.